Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Shahbaz Gill to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Shahbaz Gill's words. Today's most important news. First of all, let's recall the events of 14th August, Independence Day. You might remember the recent clash between India and Pakistan, and in particular, the encounter between the Indian Air Force and the Pakistani Air Force. You'll also recall who in Pakistan benefited the most from it, who took the most mileage out of the situation. Our very dear Field Marshal Sahib took it upon himself to pin a 5th star onto his own uniform. Since then, his generals have been visiting every college and university they can find, talking about the importance of that clash and the favour they supposedly did for the nation, publicising it in every street and campus. Now, with Independence Day, 14th August, upon us, which we also call Jashan-e-Azadi, or simply Freedom Day, a decision has been made to link this day with that same entire episode. And somehow, it should also be connected to Field Marshal Sahib himself so that, maximum political mileage can be extracted from it. Now, what is this mileage? There are two goals. One side of the scale, make ourselves more popular, that is, make Field Marshal Sahib more acceptable, increase his approval and reduce his negative ratings. The other side of the scale, somehow disengage people from Imran Khan. The public is constantly chanting Imran Khan, so the idea is to divert them toward cricket, music, patriotic songs, dramas, tournaments, anything else really. You've seen this before in Punjab. There were Punjab games, other sports events, youth festivals, even that Mir Rashke Kamar livestock fair at Fortress Stadium. These were all distractions, like when a child is crying you shake a rattle in front of them and they forget they were hurt. That's how they think of you. They rattle different toys so you'll look the other way and forget what you were upset about. We were even ready to fight the Taliban. Remember, Irfan Siddiqui Sahib, teacher of our General Sahib, went so far as to say we would seize the weapons America had left behind and return them to the US, weapons now being used by the Taliban. But America proved lucky and wise and sent Zalmai Khalilzad directly to the Taliban. Otherwise, we were ready to start their war. That would have brought in dollars, and the public's attention would have been fixed entirely on the war. Just like in a movie when the fight scene starts, even the most distracted people stop eating popcorn and focus on the fight. But that war didn't start. Whether you call it Modi's foolishness or misfortune or perhaps Pakistan's, Modi fired missiles at us. Even then we stayed silent. We didn't want to retaliate, but Modi didn't stop. He attacked all of our Air Force bases. What happened after that is in front of you. From that we did get some mileage, meaning Field Marshal Sahib and his team shifted public attention for a while. But then came one Sajid Nawaz, yes, Uncle Sajid Nawaz, who turned everything upside down. Despite billions of rupees given to the media, all that PR work in colleges and universities, all the staged public love for the current regime, this one man, whose motorcycle was stuck in the water, undid it all with just 2 sentences. After that, you've seen it yourself. Every day something new is happening that's making approval ratings worse and worse. Now, for this 14th August, the plan is to organize such grand activities. Let's show you a video. Yesterday, our governor, yes, we won't call him a joker since he's still a governor, but his antics were strange. He hosted concerts at the Governor House with Atif Aslam and other famous names, public money being spent at the Governor House, and even performed himself like a rock star. His statements are also quite funny. A few days ago he said there are 4 million motorcycles in Karachi, and if India attacks again, he'll take all 4 million bikes and storm into India. I can't understand. What if they tell us how many bikes they have in Delhi or Bombay? Then where will this Colonel Sahib, our governor, go? But Chaudhry Sahib likes these kinds of people, so what can be done? While that's going on, here's the inside news. As you and I are speaking, all-night rehearsals are happening. Lights, camera, action. You'll see actors, actresses, singers making big money on this 14th August. Treasury funds have been thrown wide open. For the next 2 or 3 days, they'll try to entertain you so much that you'll feel like it's your first Independence Day, like we only just got freedom yesterday. Field Marshal Sahib and his team have only one goal, to distract the public from Imran Khan, from democracy, rule of law and freedom of speech, toward entertainment and distraction. Yes, we all take pride in our independence from the British, but our elders didn't fight for freedom so that people could be abducted for speaking openly. The current situation under Field Marshal Sahib's control is not why we got freedom. But they want you to think, if it weren't for us, even the freedom you have would be taken away. So you should just be thankful to them and stay away from Imran Khan. Enjoy the entertainment they've arranged. Billions are being spent on this. Islamabad residents have been wondering for at least 10 days about all the lights, laser shows and more, because for the past 10 nights there have been intense rehearsals as if preparing for the Olympics. On the other side, you'll recall that on 5th August, the public came out in massive protest. Here's Imran Khan's last tweet from just a few days ago. If he's allowed to meet people today, maybe there'll be a new tweet. In his last one, he thanked the people and appreciated the 5th August protest, urging the nation to come out again on 14th August against fascism. PTI has given the call, other leaders too. Azam Swati said, "No one protests on Independence Day. We will celebrate it with passion. It's the greatest victory of Quaid-e-Azam, Pakistan's day." He said anyone calling for protest that day is violating party policy. The whole nation should celebrate with unity and love. But you must still come out in full force on 14th August against the violations of the rule of law and in solidarity with Imran Khan, Bushra Bibi, other women and PTI leaders who are being targeted. Hold a Pakistani flag in one hand and a PTI flag or Imran Khan's picture in the other, so it's clear where the people stand. Remember, General Sahib will try to distract you with his rattles. Next news, Khawaja Asif Sahib. Here's an exclusive story from a very senior Islamabad journalist who can't report it himself or he'd get into trouble. He gave me the story on loan, so to speak. It's this: Khawaja Asif recently met with the relevant sector commander. You can guess who that is. In that meeting, reconciliation took place. 2 orders were given: distance yourself from ADCR. Why are you so attached to him? Apologize to Mohsin Naqvi. You implied criticism toward him in your Portugal remarks. This wasn't just my info. Muzammil Suharwadi also reported earlier, and we know some Major Sahib controls him, that Khawaja Asif's attack was indeed on Mohsin Naqvi. According to Khawaja Sahib, all the bureaucrats were appointed by Naqvi, so if they're corrupt, that's on him. The sector commander told him to apologize and to stop making careless tweets and remarks. If he adjusts his behavior, maybe he'll be forgiven. According to them, after that meeting, Khawaja Asif Sahib appeared in a TV interview with Muhammad Malik, which we all saw. Now, in light of this information, that interview starts to make sense. In that program, Khawaja Asif kept downplaying himself, apologizing repeatedly, saying, "I'm a very simple man. I'm humble. I beg and plead. I have nothing in my hands." Muhammad Malik reminded him of the Musharraf era, when extrajudicial killings and staged police encounters were rampant, people being killed without trial. These are extremely dangerous things, but in those days, the public would get emotional and happy, thinking, oh, the criminal was eliminated. But when that same fire reaches our own doorstep, when we have to face the thuggery of the same police, we suddenly say, oh no, this is wrong. And the police think, if we do it to someone else, it's wrong. But if we do it to you, it's fine. We've seen this before. When such staged police encounters happen, things eventually get worse. Ordinary citizens end up being killed in the same way. Police taking money from someone to carry out such killings. Next news. Today, in the Supreme Court of Pakistan, a writ petition has been filed regarding Imran Khan's cases, which the High Court had not heard for months despite repeated efforts. All attempts were made to get Justice Sarfraz Dogar's attention, protests, reminders, yet the cases were not heard. Finally, through Salman Safdar Sahib, PTI filed the petition in the Supreme Court. Miss Ali Maha Khan spoke there today and said that the Chief Justice has now scheduled the hearing for the 19th of this month. She praised the fact that here at least a date is being given, unlike the High Court where the cases were ignored for months. There's also word that after this step, some movement is visible in Justice Dogar's court too. It's being said that Justice Azam Khan has cancelled his leave and is returning. Perhaps now Khan Sahib's cases will be heard there as well, only because the Supreme Court is taking them up. Similarly, here's the next bit of news. Many of our religious scholars, ulema, whether from Tehreek-e-Labbaik or other groups, are completely silent right now, not raising their voices, despite the fact that mosques are being demolished. This is a moment of serious reflection for many. After the 26th of November, some people used to ask, if shots were really fired that day, where are the bodies? Where's the evidence? There was nothing. They would claim PTI was lying, although everyone saw what happened that day. Now those same people are silent because last night there was a mosque, and by morning it had been replaced with plants. Think about it, overnight. Not only was the mosque demolished and the rubble cleared, but plants were planted there. By morning, it looked like a park. Even grass had been laid down, the kind that comes in full pre-grown layers, making it look as though it had been there for years. Our prominent religious leaders, those who do politics in the name of religion, are completely silent at this time. Another video is circulating on social media showing that while mosques on greenbelts have been demolished, the Navy Golf Club, also partly built on greenbelt land, has not been touched, despite court orders. The public is now asking questions about such double standards. This awareness is thanks to what they call disruptive or chaotic media, social media, that has awakened the people. Next news, Zalmay Khalilzad has made a heavy statement calling the Pakistani army chief's remarks unfortunate and bombastic. This refers to when, speaking in Tampa, the COAS said that if they go down, they will take half the world with them. I told you at the time that it was an extremely irresponsible statement. Indian media picked it up, and now international audiences are discussing it too. Let's see where this matter goes, but it's clear this is a major problem. That wraps up our translation of Shahbaz Gill's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.